Last month, I spent around 3 hours trying to understand the Open Authorization Framework, or the OAuth as you call it. 3 hours watching tutorials, reading articles, drawing diagrams, and at the end of it, I still wasn't sure if I actually got it. But then I tried something. 20 minutes later, I had a podcast that I could listen to on my commute that explained the whole thing better than anything I had watched. And to be very honest, I haven't learned anything the same way since.
So many people keep mixing up JWT and OAuth, but today we're breaking down why that confusion exists. And honestly, some of the differences are sneakier than you'd expect.
And hey, I get it. The names alone sound like they could practically be cousins. For everyone listening, I'm here to shed some light on what makes JWT and OAuth tick.
Great to have you. By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly what JWT actually is.
Here is something nobody talks about. As developers, whether you are a student, a professional, or a creator building tutorials, the biggest cost is not your subscription fees or tools. It's time lost to confusion. You watch a 2-hour tutorial on OAuth, but you spend the first 40 minutes just understanding the terminology. And by the time the actual explanation lands, you have already lost the thread. That's not a you problem, that's a format problem. So I started thinking, what if the format was the solution? Podcasts work because they are conversational. Two people talking through an idea, one asking questions and one explaining back and forth. So what if I could turn any topic, OAuth, system design, Docker, whatever, into that kind of conversation? And among all the other features, that's exactly what NoteGPT lets you do. Now, before I show you the actual workflow, let me quickly explain what NoteGPT actually is, because it is much more than a summarizer. You give it YouTube videos, articles, PDFs, any kind of documentation. It reads everything, extracts the key point, and connects them. And then this is the part that matters. It transforms the content into whatever format you actually need. For developers and creators, this is huge because you are not just consuming content, you are reshaping it. So here is exactly what I did. I pulled in 3 YouTube videos on OAuth and Google Sign-in. Normally this would be around 4 to 5 hours of content, but NoteGPT summarized all of this in just a few minutes. And I am already saving hours here, but this is just the start. Now, this was the moment that actually clicked for me. For the first time, I could see how everything connected. Not described, not bulleted, but visually mapped. If you have ever tried to explain a system to someone else or build a tutorial around one, you would know how valuable this is. And then this is how you generate the podcast. Choose a video. Now, choose the language that you would want your podcast to be in: English, Hindi, Spanish, French, or anything. Now, choose a number of people you want in your podcast. The format, education, deep dive, or storytelling, or something. And then choose the duration of your podcast. Once you have done that, you could also define if you want this podcast to be used for commercial purpose or not. And then most importantly, you could also choose the host, the personality of your host of the podcast. What ethnicity you want it to be: English, European, the kind of language he wants to speak in, what gender he belongs to, and the kind of age group he is in. You can do this for both the host and then finally hit generate podcast. Now, while it is in the middle of generating your podcast, it will ask you or give you an option to review the so far generated podcast. If you are happy with it, you can continue generating further. All right, so the moment of truth has come, and now let's listen to this podcast.
Wondered how websites let you log in with just a Google button smooth as butter? Today, we're pulling back the curtain and showing you exactly how to set up Google sign in for your own site.
You don't need to be a security wizard either. We'll walk through the process from scratch, starting in the Google Developer Console, then connecting everything to your
If you want, you could change the volume, you could change the speed of the audio,
credentials, configure consent screens, and hook up the 8 SDK for seamless.
and also have a look at the transcript of this podcast.
Everything. So it's bulletproof.
Most importantly, you also get an option to download this podcast as a text file, as a markdown, or just as a simple audio. Or you could also listen the same thing on your mobile device. Just scan this QR code and start
Breaking it
listening
down
on your
step by
mobile
step.
device.
Creating your Google project.
Now, let me be straight about something. If you are a developer, the time you spend confused about a concept is the time you are not shipping code. If you are a student, then every hour you spend rewatching a video is an hour you are not building any project. And if you are a creator like me, then every hour you spend researching on something is the hour you are not creating anything. So NoteGPT doesn't just saves you time, it compounds your learning. You get through more material, you retain it better because it is in a format that actually works for you. And then you can repurpose it into notes, into scripts, or into tutorials. Well, to me, that's not a productivity hack. That's fundamentally a different way of working altogether. Quick reality check. Who does this actually work for? If you are a working developer, load a complex concept into NoteGPT before you commute for work. Listen to the podcast version on the way in, arrive thinking clearly about the problem. If you are a student, stop rewatching the same video. Import them, get the summary, use the mind map to actually understand the structure before you go deeper. And if you are a creator, then this is your research assistant, your script writer, your editor, all in one. I used it to build the structure for this video. The link is in the description. There is a free tier. Use the OAuth workflow I showed you, pick a concept and see for yourself what it produces. Here is what I actually think about AI tools, and I say this as someone who makes videos about them. Most of them are impressive for the first 5 minutes and then they sit in the tab you never open. But NoteGPT is different because most importantly it solves a problem that never goes away. There will always be a concept that you never fully understand. There will always be some documentation that is too dense. There will always be some topic that you need to learn faster than you have the time for. Well, this is the tool I wish I had when I first started learning to code. Link is in the description if you want to try it. And if you want to see me do this with a harder concept, Kubernetes, Docker, some system design concept, drop it in the comments and I'll build the episode for you.